The Orlando Magic are set to open up their 2020 season against the Miami Heat tomorrow night at Amway Center, 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox Sports Florida. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Orlando Magic game preview video here on O-Town Productions. This is a big game against the Heat. Division opponent, bitter rival. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I've been excited for this since the schedule released. And the Heat, they're coming off their first finals appearance since LeBron left. So they're feeling good about how they've been. And obviously, the Magic coming off their second straight playoff appearance. So obviously, both of these teams are playoff teams. They're great. Or not, I wouldn't say they're both great teams. They're both really good teams, really talented, and both have all-stars. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Talking about the preseason for these two teams, because both these teams played preseason games. Orlando played 4, Miami played 2. Miami played Toronto and New Orleans. They lost to New Orleans by 22 points. They beat Toronto by 12. And the Magic played 2 games apiece against Atlanta and Charlotte. They split with them, with last Saturday them beating the Charlotte Hornets 120 to 117 off Cole Anthony, game winner, and choking a 20-point lead. But we're not going to talk about that. You're lucky I didn't do a post-game video about that game because I was pissed about that, losing that lead. I was eating dinner and it just went away. Anyway, let's talk about the Miami Heat. Let's meet the opponents. So the Miami Heat, of course, coming off of their first finals appearance since the LeBron James era in Miami, the Big Three era, and they don't look to show any signs of weakness this year. Obviously, their team leader, Jimmy Butler, back in Miami. He's the dude. I mean, I obviously don't like the Miami Heat, but I grew to respect that guy throughout last year's playoffs because the dude has so much heart. He's such a hard worker, and so hats off to him. He's a great player. Just plays with so much intensity. So it's such a tough player to play against. He can shoot. He can get the points. He can play defense. He can do everything. Bam Adebayo, All-Star center last year. He was, really good last season. Of course, I remember it was either the Celtics series when they played or the Bucks when he made crazy blocks to basically put the playoff game on ice. He's a real player, great player. Tyler Hero. I personally don't buy into the hype of Tyler Hero. I think he's good, but I think the media likes to talk about him being better than he actually is. Duncan Robinson, exceptional shooter. Goran Dragic, a great point guard. Andre Iguodala, veteran Finals MVP, and they've had guys like Avery Bradley. Of course, they still have Kendrick Nunn, Kelly Olynyk. So a very solid team. They play with such intensity, have so much good chemistry, and so they're really a tough team to play against. They were in the NBA Finals, took the Lakers to 6 games, but just didn't have enough, and with injuries, they lost a lot of games. Meanwhile, the Orlando Magic look a lot the same as they were last year. Of course, we drafted Cole Anthony, who played amazing in the preseason. Added Dwayne Bacon, who's going to be starting most likely at small forward. The dude's a stud. I talked about this after the first Hawks game. He just goes to the basket, shoots it. He's been pretty efficient for us in the preseason. Of course, Nikola Vucevic, Markelle Fultz just re-signed today, signed an extension. Jonathan Isaac also did, but he can't play. He has a torn ACL. Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier, amazing team all around the board for the Orlando Magic. So I'm excited to see what the Magic are able to do. Markelle Fultz, Terrence Ross, if we're talking about him, Terrence Ross, coming off the bench. Chuma Okeke has been playing really good in the preseason, so I'm excited to see how all these guys play in this season. Kem Birch, Marco Carter Williams, Gary Clark. I don't know if Mo Bamba will be playing. But yeah, so overall great team. They were able to win 2 out of their 4 2 out of their 4 preseason games, which is good. You can't win them all in the preseasons, honestly, just tune-ups. You're trying to figure out what works. And that last game, we showed some really great strength in the first half, but we collapsed and can't collapse. But gave Cole Anthony an opportunity to come in clutch and win the game. So I really am excited to see how the Magic team. I think they have a pretty solid team, and in the preseason, they played well enough to win 2 games. Obviously, scored 120, scored 115, scored 116, and 116 again, or scored 107 and 116. So they're around like 115 range, I guess. That's what I'd put the Magic as averaging. I don't know what their actual exact average, but they put up around 115 points in the preseason. So it's going to be interesting to see how much we can put up against the Heat. And the Heat put up 92 and the Heat put up 117. So, they're about, early 100, early 100. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. My top matchups for this game is going to be, first of all, Adebayo versus Nikola Vucevic. I think that's going to be a great matchup for the Magic and the Heat, just because these two all-star centers, great players. They're going to be going head to head in the game, and if it comes down to the wire, they're going to be crashing the glass for rebounds, trying to get any edge. And Vucevic's 3-point shot, it's going to be a lot of fun. Next one I want to talk about is Goran Dragic versus Markelle Fultz, and just the backcourts of both teams going against each other. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Markelle Fultz can play against a really solid point guard like Dragic in the regular season against the Heat. So yeah, and the final matchup, Jimmy Butler versus Dwayne Bacon. I know you might be saying, why are you comparing this guy to Dwayne Bacon? Bacon has been playing good. He shows a lot of defensive intensity. It's going to be interesting to see how they play. Now for my score prediction, I think the Magic are going to come out with the W. I'm going to say 100-96. I think it's going to be a low-scoring defensive slugfest, but the Magic will find a way to get it done against the Miami Heat at home. I just feel like they can do it, if they can just get the stops they need, if they can play some good defense and play good enough offense, they'll win the game. So that's why I really feel like it's an early Christmas present. We get to see the Magic play on Fox Sports Florida against the Heat on Wednesday night, tomorrow night. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this prediction video. I will see you guys after the game. I'll do a post-game reaction for sure of this video, of this game, because it's the first game of the season. I might even do a video of my live reaction. If y'all want that, let me know. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.